Alrighty, hello again, this is Terrais Majestus, and we are back in Elite Dangerous Odyssey, and hopefully we can find that bark mound we couldn't find last night. Alright, so let's get together with the folks in the voice chat and get things rolling. Hey, Philip.
Hello, Trace.
I'll buy your onesie tonight, huh?
Yep. Your volume is a bit loud.
Bit loud?
Yeah.
Well, then I probably just
have it me for a second, but no.
And I probably just have the microphone a little bit better aligned with my mouth than usual.
Okay. You haven't touched the volume at all or anything?
Nope, it's just a directional mic, and I probably just have it pointed a little better tonight.
Oh, okay. So how are things?
Well, not bad. I had some stuff to do this evening, but I was kind of wiped out after work, so I just went and took a nap.
So much for those things you had to do.
Well, tomorrow is the next day, as a poo would say.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, there's always the weekend.
Yep. Although we are coming up on the end of June when my accounts go poof. So.
Oh yeah.
Or end of May. June 1 they go.
Yeah.
Well, June 1 is when things start happening. I don't know at what point they'll actually poof. So we'll see. In any case, let's go up to orbit because we're now on the dark. Oh, actually, you know, we're on the dark side. Let's see if we can find bark mounds on the dark side.
Yeah.
Track landing gear.
The game generated the area.
Well, maybe it looks exactly the same. Nothing here.
Must be on a very samey planet. What does it look like on
I want to try something. I know this can't be right, so I'm going to back up and nope, nothing. Nothing. Yeah.
If you weren't so far out there, I would help you locate it. I'll let you get it and everything. Help you find it.
Yeah. Alright, let's go for orbit.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And if you want to look at the stream and see what I'm flying into, and maybe, you know, comment on... I mean, I'll take any help I can get at this point. I'm having such a hard time with it. Well, I'm going for orbit, so it's...
Yeah.
Alright, turning around. Let's see. Okay, they plan. Okay, so there's the planet.
I don't see the planets though.
You'll see in a couple of seconds, and I'm gonna make sure that it's on the correct thing. It is on bark mounds. And I just launched a stupid probe. Bye, probe.
Yeah, I think the filter settings reset when you reboot. So you might want to switch that to bark mount.
It remembered bark mounds.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
A lot of green.
Yeah, I know. All right, I'm gonna go around to the light side so I can see what I'm doing.
Hard to find the turquoise, then not the spotty blue that you're seeing, just normal turquoise.
Well, let me get over to the daylight side so I can see the true colors of things.
Man, doesn't look like there is turquoise. There's green. There's two shades of green. one slightly darker than the other.
Okay,
And
so I've got a light blue, a
Probably
dark
blue.
blue, a light green, and a dark green.
mm,
And I've been setting it down towards the dark greens because, hey, you know, that's what.
that's, that usually
What about?
ends right.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
yeah.
You see this ridge, mountain ridge here? In front of it is a light green spot. Land in front of it. See, when I have a hard time finding something, I land on a spot that's very close to two shades of colors.
All right, so I'll go
So
down.
this way,
I'll go down to this ribbon here.
okay, land right at like near the border.
Yeah. So I'll go. I'm gonna go straight along the line here between the two, but I'm gonna start at this at the little junction here.
Don't burn out.
I'm not. I'm slightly above it. I'm good.
Yeah, right over there.
And see, so I've got light green, light blue, and dark blue all right here.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Will I find anything? Who knows? Let's turn the night vision off so I can see what I'm doing.
You're closer to that border, you're gonna have a long way to fly.
I don't mind flying a long ways.
Okay.
Not at this point. I mean, where I'm at here is where they should be.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't see them.
Oh.
Oh.
This looks promising.
All right, let's nope, not do that.
There's
Let's.
literal green. Oh. Oh, that was part of the filter somehow showing.
That was the night vision.
Oh, okay. Wait. Turn on that night vision again then.
All it.
Because only part of it was showing.
Yeah, the parts that are got a good feedback from me. That's
okay.
it has to do with shapes.
Okay. I thought maybe it was somewhat detecting something.
No, but
Okay.
sometimes if something has a really unusual shape, sometimes it
you'll see
helps.
And you think this thing's going to be tall?
All the pictures have it showing that it's been reasonably tall, like at least human height. Some of them.
There's some. Oh, that looks like a vent or something. Never mind.
Yeah.
There's vents on this planet, right? And
There's vents, fumaroles, and magma geyser, magma something or others. You see, here's a. There's. That's a fumarole and a magma thing right there. Once you catch up to it. The magma things are really close against the grounds. The fumaroles stick up. The vents are a dark patch on the ground that sometimes has stuff spewing out of it. So I've cataloged all three of those. No longer interested in those.
wow, that's interesting. A vent and a fumarole right next to each other.
Oh, and that happens a lot here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's.
I was going to say, pick some place to land, step out for a minute, pull out your tool, and shoot a pulse, because I can see you're not looking left or right really, and you're just going straight, so you could be missing them.
I could, but I'm not looking right or left because
You'll lose your bearing, I know.
Yeah. I need to be going.
You should land every so often, jump on your ship.
Well, no, because I can coming up on them. I can see at about a 60-degree angle out to either side. So that's why I like this ship. I've got decent side view. And so long as I don't go too fast, I could see reasonably out far. Now the thing I'm expecting with these is that they're going to be a slightly different color. They're going to be a light brown. That's what I'm expecting. That may be wrong.
Any kind of brown would be bad on this.
Well, that's a rock, okay? That's the tallest thing I've seen is a
Brown
rock.
planet.
It's a brown planet, but they should stand out significantly if the pictures are right.
The pictures are usually accurate.
Well, since they're taken from in-game.
Yeah.
Not only that, but their shape is very different than any of the rocks here.
Okay.
Bonk. So it shouldn't be that hard if I'm actually anywhere. Not only that, but they apparently occur in clusters. You know, they're a plant. There's a cluster of them. You know,
There's some plants I found that they usually come in clusters, but occasionally they'll be just one.
well, I mean, there'll be one in the middle of nowhere, but and you may miss that one. But
Yeah.
you know, there'll be clusters of them around, and
Fly over that bridge over there. Oh well, you're probably already past it. Never mind.
yeah, and there was nothing on the other side.
Really wish your stream is.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a second, Philip. Let's see. Okay, let me know if it comes up in Discord.
I heard a beep. Anything?
Look in the Discord chat in that left-hand panel. You should see that I'm streaming.
No, there's some text. Nope, I don't. The stream isn't showing.
Well, it says I'm live. Yep, I'm live.
It's not showing.
Okay, under general chat, you look down to my name.
I see your name and it says you're live.
Yes, click on my name.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So now you're seeing exactly what I'm seeing as I'm seeing it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You double check this is accurate. To
Oh,
the
yeah.
point?
Oh yeah, I mean this. You know, here I am coming up to a small ridge. Now I'm going over it.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm going down. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
This has no delay. This is a direct screen transfer through Discord.
Okay. Do you know what kind of habitat this thing likes?
This entire planet is plains. It really
Well,
does
there's a
not.
bunch of mountains over there to your left.
Yeah, but it's like one mountain and then plains in between, another mountain and
Yeah.
plains in between. I mean, this thing is actually all the places with the best quote unquote color to it are the flatter places.
Yeah. I saw it.
What's that? No, that doesn't boop. So, you know, as I go across, it doesn't say they won't be on top of some of the mountains because those areas,
Yeah.
I mean, everything is lit up as possible. So it's just, what are you?
Almost everything.
No, you're a rock. Bonk. It's nice having a powerful enough video card that I can double stream.
Hi, Lynn.
Hello.
Hey, Lynn.
Hello. What are you doing going live in here?
I was asking for an extra set of eyeballs.
And the delay on the
For
YouTube
what?
doesn't help.
I'm looking for bark mounds.
Oh, good luck with that. Yep. No. I looked for some earlier today. Yeah, they're shy little boogers.
I mean, I've gone up to space and back several times looking for
Yeah,
these things.
they're shy. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're shy.
If I can find one, I'll know at least know, exactly what I'm looking for, and we'll be able to hopefully find more. But
Bark mounds are in the shape of
that's tree stump.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, but the point.
Mm.
They kind of look like your organic structures,
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
except
okay.
brown.
Oh, okay. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah. Basically, you ever seen a cedar swamp?
No, I can't say I have.
Okay, kind
Oh,
of
shit.
surprising. There's quite a few here in the east.
Mm.
But basically, it's a small cedar forest that got flooded, so all the trees drowned, and they snap off, usually
Oh,
within
okay.
a few feet of the ground, and that's what these things supposedly
I've
look
seen
like.
images of that before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah. They're, just so you know, fella, look at your Kodaks. Go look at a bark mound.
But the bark mounds over here might be different than.
No, actually, I don't think they're all that
Are
different.
you kidding? Did he just say that?
Yeah.
It's different
Oh my
species and stuff.
You can go ahead and look for the different types. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what these ones look like, because there's a incidence of them 2 systems away from here. That's been.
Are
Hello,
they
Hans.
barking so much they got laryngitis, so we can't hear them barking?
Let me land my ship.
Yeah. But yeah, that
It
was,
may not be listed as over there where Trace is, but there's only so many types.
yeah.
And bark mine was out during horizons.
Oh, is that why it's not included? Oh, what's? No, that's a
Yeah.
rock.
Well, the anatomies.
Anemones.
Yeah, was out during horizons. Yeah, too. So that can't justify it. I just don't know why. It just says
That's
NA.
probably a bug.
No, it just says NA by it in the paperwork on the Elite Dangerous Wiki.
Oh, okay.
Not applicable. Maybe because the bark mound is kind of like a rock formation.
I don't know. It's listed as a bio.
I know.
Those things, I've found them before.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, it's just I have to find the ones here.
Yeah.
But like I said,
Stand up on
I hunted for some this morning for an hour, and then I said, you know what?
Now you know why I'm having trouble with them.
I don't think there maybe there's a bug in Odyssey with them.
There may be, but somebody found some 2 systems over from me.
I found them in Odyssey before.
Yeah, but we don't know when.
True.
Was it in Odyssey or was it in?
Oh, that's true, because they have been around that long.
Found it during my trip out at,
Yeah,
Right.
I know. I mean, they're not that, there ain't nothing grand about them.
No, in fact, they're pretty damn plain.
yeah, they almost look like geos. You expect them to be a geo or something.
I don't know. But did you all see what Elite is going to bring us in 2 weeks?
No.
You can sit at your command chair in your carrier and program your jumps and take care of your carrier management. You can sit in the bar now and have to stand up to talk to the damn bartender. You can sit there and interact with them when you're sitting down.
Oh, cool.
You can access your menu when you're setting, if you're setting anywhere on the carrier or anywhere in the stations.
Yeah.
Instead of have to stand up, you can access your menu
While you're
That's
sitting
from the
down.
menu wheel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And the little iPad there at your commander's chair
Yeah.
is what you'll be using.
Nice.
I
And their
think
new mission type, yeah. No, thank you.
Grace,
Yeah.
considering if we're looking for what I think we're looking for, you can go faster.
Well,
Let's turn out more than this flat area.
well, the reason I'm not going so fast is because of how these render in. So I don't want to go
You go
so
too
fast they
it
don't render.
fast enough. And then you
Don't
miss it.
want the popping to get you.
I mean, he's already bumping his ass on the ground, or his belly.
Yeah. Oh, belly dragging all last night too.
Quite this low.
No, this is how low I've been flying. Was flying last night, banging off the ground.
Oh, you don't have to fly that low, but yeah, okay. But their mission, that cargo thing that they asked us to defend?
Yeah.
Now they said we can go and take it away from them.
Oh, okay.
And lights and sounds now, it's the, what do they call them? The police. Impol. But anyways, their little SRVs have lights and sirens.
Oh, that's cool.
And the drop ships and stuff have spotlights, and they fly over above there and look for you, and when they find you, they put the spotlight on you. And there's some badass dudes.
Oh, cool.
The guy that created it said, don't come with an unengineered suit and gun. You won't survive. He said they're tough little cookies. But I can't wait to go out there and see the little SRVs with the little red and blue lights going and sirens. That's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's those kinds of little details that really make the game.
Yeah.
What are you?
Here's
Nothing.
my question. Who's gonna pay attention to the lights and sirens when you're looking forward trying to drive them wild ass buggies? But anywho, it's pretty funny listening to him talk about it. He was the guy who designed it.
Right.
From his name, what was his name? I can't remember. Tom?
Okay.
And he's one of their FDevs. And he was on there interviewing with them today, and he was talking about it. He said, "Oh, it's gonna be cool." He said the bases, he said we wanted it more realistic. He said, the base with the SRV inside that they're working on it. He said it's immersive and all that. He said we tried to get the damn door on the garage to open up, open down, where you can interact with it.
It looks like there's something to the right. Slightly more right there in front of you.
Rocks.
In the over the ridge.
Over the ridge? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of rocks there.
Yeah, but at this distance,
Yeah.
there's something that's slightly north of that rock that you were pointing at.
But anywho, they said they would love to have the mechanics and the stuff in there to where you can interact and open the garage door and like drive the SRV out.
Yeah.
But he said it may come in time. But he said you get to doing different things, and it's like, well, we don't have the time to put the program in, open the door. Let's move on to the bigger item.
Right. I know that problem.
Go.
What'd you say?
Raise up, go. I said you can go.
Yeah, I know. I was taking a drink.
You can go.
Yeah, he saw what he was looking for and saw that it was a rock.
If it's a different shape.
when you see the
but-
Burke Mound, there is not going to be no hard problem
it
telling
was-
the difference from the thing. It's just that he hasn't
It was
found
in
the
far
patches yet.
distance. It was in the far distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But when you see them, they're not that hard to spot, even in the far distance. He has not come across the patch of them yet. It's like brain trees.
Yeah. I'm thinking they're going to be sufficient. Oops, see, that's why I don't want to go too fast. Those things disappeared. Don't want them to be
Please raise your ship
disappeared.
up a teeny bit.
Well, it,
Yeah, that's good.
actually, let me see if I can increase the render distance here. That's on this screen. Options, graphics.
Anyways, I just think it's cool that I don't have to get my ass up out of my command chair now. I can just plot the course. That's the reason why I didn't even bother leaving my ship. I mean, yeah, I went there once or twice and watched it jump. But it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, no thanks. And that's going to be exciting because that's in time for you to get to jump back to the Colonia direction.
Hmm.
No. Yeah, it'll be implemented before you go to the Colonia direction.
There should be an option for planetary textures.
There is. It's called, I think it's called planetary texture.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was called.
And there's also one for rendering, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if this will help a little bit.
Hell, I like it better in here than I do on the YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's because you're at 2K on here and only 1K on YouTube.
Oh,
No, you're at the same
Oh, the same
live
time. Right.
yeah.
It's hard to help you when you're like, out there. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
And you have to wait like 15, 20 seconds.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
we're getting the feedback from you, Philly.
Okay.
maybe I'll do this most times because it seems I've got plenty of graphics power for doing this.
We'll see, Discord don't take that much.
Oh, that's
Nope.
true.
But you could have us in real life time where we could kind of sit and guide and help you.
Yeah, and that would certainly be helpful, especially on trying to find some of these
Yeah.
crazy plants.
See that big old distant mountain over there
Right there.
yeah, right there.
Okay.
Let's go over there and check it out.
You missed some really neat ones last night, Lynn, where I went up inside volcanoes.
The craters? Yeah, the ones down in the hole.
No, yeah, the ones where it goes up into a spike and then you got a hole at the top. With
Yeah, you go down in the cone.
Yeah.
It was big enough for your ship?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right
Oh,
there you
there's
go.
that's a fumarole. That's a fumarole.
That first one you said was a fumable, but there was steam coming out of it?
Yeah.
It looks like that's what it was.
Yeah.
What it is these big old pieces of
Bark mount.
bark mound,
I don't see anything there.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
man.
that was a cool miss.
Yep.
And everybody's in the chat saying, what? I don't see nothing.
Well, since you guys go in real time with the game, so now your comments and reactions will be on time with the game.
Well, and that'd probably be better than I'll have to wait.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do this every time since the computer's handling it.
Anyone watched on YouTube though is gonna be like, what the fuck?
No.
is going on?
They're
No.
in real time. Our voices match the video.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, because before you were having to wait, and then you'd react to
Yeah.
YouTube with everybody else, which would be 30 seconds delayed.
Oh,
So now you're reacting as it's going into the stream, so it will be at the same time that they see it. They'll get your reaction.
you're not
Right.
getting double
And guess what? Your graphics, you know how the other day when I said, man, I can't see shit because it's not rendering, it looks misty and all that stuff?
Yeah.
As fast as you're going, it's still clear.
I think that was
Like
just
your
on
shit's-
YouTube.
Yeah, I know it, but it's still, you're still
Yeah.
clear here.
And it looks clear on YouTube too. And I just turned the quality up.
Yeah.
I may play with my quality settings and turn it. Whoa, what's that?
Uh.
It wasn't a bark mound though. I think it's a vent. Either that or it's just a
You
funny
could
piece of
always-
dirt. It's a funny
That
piece of
always
dirt.
piece of loss. Yeah.
Bark mounts would be taller than that.
Oh, much. So,
Bark,
but
bark.
come on, mounds, bark so I can hear you. But it was funny, you know, when I'm, you know, going a little quicker, I found people were staying around longer just to see me fly this low and scrape my butt on the ground. I think they were just waiting for me to crash.
Can't blame them. Dude, raise your ship up.
There's a deal, Phil. You can either take your time and roll around here and spend 3-4 hours looking for a damn bio. I don't never get out in my SRB very slow. And I don't never get out on foot and just go. I fly like that, like he's doing right there, all the time.
Yeah, till you find it. You're just
Yep,
as likely
and
to
then I
find it
drop.
this way as any other.
Yep, and the only
Or the
time I
slowest
don't
is
is when I'm up there and I have done it when I'm up there in the mountain looking for the fungoid.
Hmm.
Find a patch, land, get it, go on. Especially if it's hard, rocky ass.
Yep.
But very seldom do I get out and just run around like an idiot. And I can get out and do that, you know, no problem. Move on to the next one.
Oops.
And it's even more funny that it was just a little pebble that did that to you.
Oh, I dipped the wing into the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you clipped the pebble.
And not only that, but with the Diamondback, I have flipped this damn thing upside down and it tilted my my camera where I'm looking out that above window
Yep.
and flying upside down looking at the ground.
Yeah, and I.
On the side looking out the side window. Because I got that, what is that, head look.
Yeah, I gotta muck with the head look controls. I haven't bothered with them because I had the
Yeah.
I had the Toby working for a while. I got to get a new Toby.
Boy, that would come in handy about now.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And welcome whoever came in. Hello.
Hello.
It's Mr. Biggles. Oh, and guys,
Hmm.
Huh?
I listened to the first part of your stream last night, Trace.
Yeah.
I have 11 acres. Not 11 acres is my garden. My garden is 35 foot by 80.
Oh, no, that ain't
You
too
know, you
bad.
guys- I was like, oh man, if I had 11 acres or 10 acres, man, you guys would never see me. Cause I'd be working from sun up to sundown.
Okay,
and
so
I'd
you
be tired to play the game.
yeah, so you actually have a reasonably normal size, well, slightly larger than we would have garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
35
know,
feet
even
is
though
not
that might be a small, you guys may call it a large garden. That's a normal size garden.
Yeah,
around here.
that's
Yeah.
pretty normal size garden.
But you can plant. If you just look at it this way, I can plant 75 corn
Okay.
seeds in that row,
Yep.
and I got 3 or 4 rows. So it's like 450. You can get 2 ears of corn off of each plant. So you get 450 ears of corn off of 3 rows. So even though it's little, it's massive.
I
Mm.
love corn.
And I try to plant my corn where it comes off like 150 ears at a time. That way I got time to put them up without killing myself.
Hmm.
Because it takes 24 ears corn to make 7 quarts or 7 pints of corn.
Right. Because you
So,
can it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like rocket scientists, you know. This many ears will make this many jars.
Oh,
Right.
This many ingredients will take you this far.
Great, it might be time to go back to orbit.
Yeah, pick you another spot. That's fair. And you may not find it. Might as well keep that in the back of your head too.
I will find it!
Where in the world is this?
Frameshift drive charging.
Bark mounts will be the death of me.
3, 2, 1.
There has been some of these things. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, going inside those holes, those volcanoes, is really awesome.
Yeah.
Remember, you can
Hans,
get in there and get
yeah.
stuck.
Yeah. Hans, the rocks are generated. Once somebody's been in a ring, the ring is the same forever. That's why we can do mining maps.
Yeah.
So there's no RNGs. It's exactly the same all the time, provided you can find the exact spot.
If you find a 40% rock and you can map it good enough to go back to that rock in 2 hours, it'll have 40%. 2 hours later, it'll have 40%. 2 hours later, it'll have 40%.
Okay, Lynn, remind me again. I want to head for the lighter green area, and as I get in and it gets darker, not for this light blue stuff.
Roger. Right.
Right.
And I don't really see that. I see the CN.
Yeah, the lot of green.
Well, I got this green area here, which gets darker as I get in.
Okay. Oh,
And if maybe I'll head
there's a
over. Sure.
There's a patch to your right up here, big old patch.
Big old patch of it.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm actually not seeing what you're looking for. Or looking at.
Look at that. No, that's the wrong color. Forget it. That's going good right where you're at, because I can see that green hue.
Yeah, that darker green thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been going into every single time, and I've gone
I
into.
have too, but you know what? Bark mounds just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
To the right of you, there's some darker green.
No, it's more of a.
I see a different area where I'd like to be. So we'll do this, and I'll see if I can find that other area next time. Oh, we're into the volcano land this time. Okay, great. This area is fun because it's got, the angle of the star, it's got a lot of
Bark mounds are a species of fungal life that have been found on the surfaces of airless planets and moons. They resemble tall, conical spears and bear various growths that are harvested for their materials.
Uh-huh.
I thought that may give us a
Oof!
Look, do they like rock? But they're fungal, so.
And what's
I'm
those
gonna have to turn.
dots to the left?
The dots that were shining, it's just
Yeah.
rocks that were sticking up.
Yeah. Sticking up enough to catch the light.
Yep, that's why I put the night vision on.
Sometimes that works and sometimes that hinders.
Yeah, and it's been doing a lot of hindering, but there's so much shadow here, I don't think I can go without it.
How about this plateau on the mountain?
This one up here?
Yep.
Oh, Wait a minute, I think we both are
Oh.
you under misunderstood Hans. He's looking for cores because he wants to know using a pulse wave analyzer. That only spots orange rocks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's RNG unless you know how to fly to look for the little fissures on them. But then you're personally eyeballing and inspecting every freaking asteroid. So yeah, it's the luck of the draw if you happen to find one. Oh, look at there, you found
Oh.
another hole.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a dormant volcano. Oh,
yeah, and actually, if I go and I turn the night vision off, oh, I can't see anything in here.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah. Back. Don't die.
I'm a better pilot than that, Philip.
But I think that's what he was asking.
Right,
Pulse
but
wave analyzer.
even so,
It-
it's still the same every time.
Well, yeah, the rocks are never changed. Well, they don't load back every 2 hours,
Yep.
but him to find them is faster to pulse, find the orange, fly to it, see if it's got a core in it.
Right.
Than it is sit there and have to go, you know,
Right.
look at every rock for the little spider markings.
Things could hide very easily between these mountains, dormant volcano things.
Yep.
Right in like the valleys in between them.
But since it said it was fungoid, that would make me believe that it would be closer to in around these hills and stuff, and
Okay. Then out in the
volcanoes.
flat plains.
Yeah.
Flat plains. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like bacteria where it wants some flat to grow on.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be flat.
But the areas most of the areas with that good green are flat.
Yeah, I know. Oh, dirty. Is that them? Yeah, isn't that them? Little pointy things on the other side of that hill.
Yeah, it looks
Little
like they
pointer.
could be.
They stand up about 6, 8, 10 foot tall. Pointed at the top, bigger at the bottom. Looks like a tree that's been
Right.
to your right, no, raise your nose up.
Raise my nose up. Turn
See
to
that
the
right in
right.
front of you? There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Pointy
Man, I'm
things.
not seeing them.
Oh,
Right,
oh,
no,
you
raise your
know
nose up. Up. It's not right there in front of you. They're
It's
way
not
out there in
here.
front of you.
Oh, they're way out in front of me. All right.
See those pointed things?
Yeah, they're
There's
very
I see-
one, okay.
narrow.
1,
I see,
2,
like
3,
this, the
4.
guy I'm pointed at right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's your bark mound.
That's not a bark mound.
Is
That's
it a mountain?
probably not.
That's a mountain.
It's huge. But
Oh, that's
it's
what they
rather
look like.
thin. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be shorter than that. That's for sure. But
Well, I mean, I can go over there. What's this? Oh, that's a fumarole.
Well, that's what they look like.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just miniature.
That's the reason why when you raised that nose up and I caught it out of the corner of my eye, I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we don't know how tall these puppies are going to be.
yeah, they could.
Well, that's true. I can go.
100 feet high.
I can go look at those pointy things. There's no reason I can't. Here, let's
And
just
the only
scoot
reason
over
why you
there.
brought my attention to it, what is there? There's a group of 4 or 5.
Oh, here's a couple
Bark
here.
mounds are in groups.
This one over here.
Here's 3 here, right?
Yeah.
I'm pointing at them. Oh, I don't have the right mode on here, I don't think.
Analyze.
The-
Wave
Just-
the thingy up and
Just
down.
for laughs and giggles, get out and try to scan it with your scanner. See if
No,
it moves.
it's.
No,
Let's
because it would
look
go
at 'em.
boop.
You got. That should be them. I think it's
Yeah.
broken mechanic because look over there behind it. You got a set of 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
These are
this-
in groupings.
Yeah, this looks just like them.
Yeah.
A set of 2.
We go here.
Right in this. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoops, that's not what I want. Doesn't say how tall they are.
No.
No,
But
because they
And they're
range.
100. And it says, what does it say? Colony.
Yeah.
And they're 100 meters apart.
Deploy landing gear.
I don't know. That should be them. I'm just hoping they didn't mess up the mechanic where you can't read them.
Landing
That
gear
would
deployed.
explain why I couldn't find them.
I think those are
Oh.
just way too tall.
Yeah, they're like
While I'm
jumbo
sitting here
ones.
speaking to you, I got a ship buzzing me, scanning me. You know, it's like, okay, you little widget.
Taller than any I've seen, so they could be.
They
just
aren't
weird.
tall, but you know.
Yeah, but somehow I don't think they're
Yeah.
that
Oh
tall.
my lord, they're huge. Okay, they're probably just
They're
mountains.
probably not that tall, but that's kind of the
Yeah.
shape we're looking
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just shorter.
for. Oh, hey, watch the short jokes.
But hey, what?
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! What's that? That might be a vent. It's hard to tell. In, to the
It's
right
a
a
vent
little
in front
bit.
of him.
I have okay. There's fumaroles in front of me. That might be a vent straight in front of me, and then there's a magma spout. Ooh, and then
See, it
what's
says the
this?
fumaroles. We should be able to scan.
Yeah,
Fumerola, fumarole.
yeah. I've scanned all 3 of these
Okay.
with the ship.
Well, it says you should be able to scan it with your little handheld scanner.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
Because
really?
you're on the handheld scanner paper.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And what in the hell am I looking for? Oh,
No, they don't boop.
no, they don't. But they should because they're on our paper for exobiologists.
These things are massive.
You're grunting there quite a bit, Commander.
Yeah, and there's no way I'm going up this thing.
Oh, whoa, whoa, what was that? There's some.
That's a magma
there.
spout. That's a magma spout.
Oh, that's
He's just not erupting at the moment.
hard to tell what it is. from
Yeah,
here.
because he's floating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no way I'm climbing that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you never know. Go up and back.
yeah. There's a small.
This
little,
is where he's supposed to be. Or here, maybe. But
I
on
don't
top
know.
of the
You're going to have to
scratch to your
give up
right.
and say, you know what? Some things just outdo me.
okay, I want to be backing up.
But I have noticed that we're getting ready for a fairly good size update, guys. And I have noticed that certain things just ain't the same as what they was 2 days ago.
The feet's all. that looks goofy as hell.
That sounds like a damn bird that got stuck and trying to fly. Got his feet stuck in the mud and just sitting there going,
Why do you go back?
Because it's the only way to go up these. Oh, and I'm
very steep ones.
yeah, and there's just no way. I don't have anything to land on up there.
You can
Eh.
shoot up there.
Well, anyways. We need something that looks like what that is, except
Yeah.
E-
Way
Except,
smaller.
yeah.
Well, there's a bunch of ones in past that look that shape too. Maybe. a
Yeah, but the
smaller
problem
one
is
over
that
there.
they're gonna be just
Mm-hmm. Anything that's you know,
Yep. Anything far with it. looks
kind of like
visible.
diving.
Yeah.
Everything appears 25% larger than what it actually is.
Yep.
But when you see a big ass fish, you're like,
it's still a big ass fish.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so
that thing can
big,
take my arm off in one single bite.
That's if it doesn't swallow you whole.
Not much out there can do that.
A whale, maybe.
Yep. Well.
Great white shark, maybe.
No,
Some of
usually.
the big ones.
Great.
Great would have to bite it on you somehow.
Them 20-foot sharks have a pretty large mouth, and as little as I am, one bite. I'm telling you.
Now who's saying the short stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
But
Did you introduce a 6'7" man?
Because his daddy was 6'4", 6'5".
Oh, okay.
oh, it's the same as my family.
Genes don't always come from the mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife is about the same height as Lynn. My daughter's 6 foot, or almost at this point.
It's the biology. It's kind of like, didn't you ever learn in science class, if you make, there's a dominant
Yeah.
and a submissive gene,
Yeah.
and you combine the two, you can get
Track
like
landing gear.
6 different types of
Landing gear retracted.
Okay, same theory, only add the human factor.
Yeah.
I almost want to say that they changed the color.
Hmm.
Actually, I'm going to say they changed the color. Because I've been up, when I landed here on this planet, I could still find the green, drab looking green.
Mm-hmm.
I've been up twice looking over the same area that I was landed at,
What's in
and I
there?
can't find that green.
Hmm.
But we are getting ready for a big update. And I do know that whatever they're doing, messed with my controls. My yaw wasn't working very well.
Hmm.
I had to go back in and reprogram it. In Elite. Actually, it was totally gone.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't yesterday. It wasn't the day before yesterday because I was flying.
Hmm.
I hate it when they have these hot patches. Although I did hear some good news. They said hot patches won't be all the time, forever. It's like, yay.
You mean you're actually gonna finalize what you have?
Well, we've been bitching about the bugs.
Yep.
Well, this hot patch 12 is supposedly going to take care of over 100
Oh,
different
shit.
types of bugs. that
Oh,
we've
good.
had.
So it's a focused on, they got a few features, but really focused on code
It's
quality.
what they call it, human life improvements. I like the
Okay.
shit. I said, okay, they're gonna make the air smell sweeter. It's not gonna smell like a
Qual-
sewer gas.
Quality of life
Okay.
improvements.
Quality of life. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like quality of life. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's shit that frustrates you.
Yeah. Hey, Tom. No, I did not watch that. Lynn might have. Did you watch the frame shift live?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That's where I'm getting my information from.
Okay.
And hello, Tom Tom. Yeah, I watched it and got a Crate Phantom lilac and lax paint jobs with flowers. And it's
Oh,
like,
Lord have
it's
mercy.
fucking put it with the other free paint jobs.
In the recycle bin, yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Some of the shit that's coming up, at least we get to sit down and jumper carriers. We've been bitching about it. It was the normal. See, this is what troubles me about Elite. That should have been a no-brainer there.
Yeah.
When they brought out the interiors.
Yep.
Shouldn't have been an afterthought.
Yeah, I know.
That's what annoys me. That's a no-brainer. Just like the guy said, the garage door where the SRV's inside of the warehouse. That's a no-brainer. Because your commanders are going around that whole building and they're going to say, well, there's the door. How come the damn door don't open?
Right. Well, that shows that, I mean, you know, if somebody's noticing that is someone who's a more senior game developer, been around the track a few times.
Yeah.
The problem is a lot of the people who are making the decisions only care that the feature is, you know, 98% complete
Yeah.
and, you know, has a you know, meets a certain quality threshold, not whether or not the thing is playable. Because the management types don't think that way.
All
Well,
this
it's like he
does-
said, if it's either spend the time and make the door open or move on to something else. It's like they were having it where one of the scorpions was, as you're coming up on the base, you can see smoke in the distance, and it was like one of the scorpions. Somebody blowed it up, and it was sitting there smoldering.
Right.
He said, "Well, yeah, we could have put that in there."
But that would have taken time from something else. Yep.
Right, but that's not gonna. That's just visual effects, not action effects.
Right.
And he said that can be basically kind of added in at any time.
Right.
And it's like,
It's little stuff like that which really, you know, increases the immersion, though.
A game like this, you really need the details.
well,
Otherwise, it's
not all of them,
shallow.
but the common sense one, like when you're in a carrier and you're gonna
Yeah.
jump, do you have to stand up to jump your ship?
Yeah.
No.
Or just the ability to sit in a chair to begin with, or talk to someone while you're sitting in the chair. Like, why couldn't you do that?
Well, first of all, we can talk to each other, and we can turn our head and look at each
No, I
other.
mean, like, talk to that you can see that's standing right next to you.
You
You're
can.
sitting on the chair. Before, you tried, it wouldn't let you talk to them.
Oh, well, the only ones you're really going to be able to talk to is the bartender to do trading.
Yeah.
And you're going to be able to, like, if you're sitting there by the window watching people fly in and fly out, you're going to be able to hit your menu button and say you're looking for something you need, you know, making notes of what you need, or waiting for something or somebody, or how far is it over here. Well, you don't have to damn sure get up and go back into your ship or look at some display. But the carrier commander chair,
Yeah,
that was just, it
like how do
they
you
ought to have a
not
Jethro
see?
slap to the back head for not putting that in the first place.
Have these people never watched sci-fi movies before or something? Sci-fi shows or anything? I mean,
Tom, the one that I was talking today on Elite in his interview, is an avid gamer.
yeah.
He mentioned some games, but I don't know. I've never played them. So he does know what the player wants. And he said, believe it or not, he said, we check out the forums and stuff and read the people's comments. And he said, even the hateful comments, because we do learn some valuable things that we hadn't seen or thought or got created yet. And he said, maybe it's not some of their colorful words, but you know. So they're reading all the posts. Or at least some of them are.
Some of them are. The ones that actually give a shit.
Yeah.
But you have Zach, who applied at Elite 8 different times before he was hired.
Oh, wow.
He said it's just that hard to get on with Elite. And I wanted to say, yeah, either it's that hard or you just pick a time when they were pretty damn desperate and they'd have hired a gopher on the street corner if he could talk.
Knowing that when most people apply for them, it just sits in a database somewhere until
Well, I mean,
someone just happens to look. Oh, we got a.
well, no, they don't always have positions open. And when they do, there's generally a lot of people applying for them. And so,
most generally, if you put an application in, you hear from the company, we got your application, and we're not at this time doing any hiring. We'll keep it on file for 30 or 45 days. Check back with us then. I can see you never had any inkling of what HR does.
and on file means on circular file in most companies.
Yeah, it's not a database. It's a physical copy of your.
That's a funky looking mountain.
It's a physical copy of your application.
A lot of companies are going full digital these days, so.
A lot of them will not take the application digital.
I suppose that depends on the industry. A lot of the software industry will. In fact, a lot of the software industry, they don't take them on paper anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Online.
Yeah. Blank.
Yeah, that's why I said it's probably lying in a database somewhere.
Oh no, it's an auto purge.
Okay.
It goes in the rejected pile, and it just expires in there. They never open these. They say they'll keep it on file for 30 days, but it's on file for 30 days in the recycle bin, and it expires out.
When I did hiring, I didn't do the computer. I had a paper copy where I could sit there and make notes on everybody's application that I interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
And then that copy went into my file to where if they applied again, I could pull it out and see why I didn't accept them in the first place.
Mm.
And then, I had, abbreviations. In A, which meant not at all. I'm not gonna ever hire him.
Oh, that's my NFA group.
No fucking way.
Yeah. NFW, yeah. LSOF. Or LS. Lying sack of crap. Yes, but different acronym. I can tell when people are padding. I can tell when. I've been doing this for over 30 years now, so I know when somebody's talking out there behind.
Right.
If you don't know it, so you say you don't know it, but then sure, go ahead, tell them you're taking a guess at it, and this is what I think it is.
Tell by how they phrase things and stuff.
Yeah.
If they're talking bullshit or not.
Well, not necessarily, because I can tell you a good example of that. What one bridge company may call certain items that you use is totally different than another bridge company in another region.
Yeah.
We used to have
At least I assume so.
a piece of equipment in one area one company I worked in. They called them cowcocks, and it's just a piece of metal with a big hole at one end and a smaller hole at the other end. And when you put it over a strut, you can drive it down and make it tighten. Okay, they called it a cowcock, but another company I worked for called them hairpins.
Okay.
So you can't say, well, no, because terminologies are different in companies. Even though in your little small world, they may be all the same words, you think somewhere else they associate it with something different.
Right.
It's the same damn thing. They're just as knowledgeable as you are.
But if they
Different
describe it
terminology.
and everything, describe what they're doing and stuff, that's all the same because it's descriptive.
Not necessarily, because there's lots of ways to drill a hole in the ground.
Okay, there's lots of crap around here. I think they're all rocks, except for a couple of fumaroles, but I'm going to just step out. Retract landing gear.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now.
Landing gear is already
That puppy
retracted.
has just
Would you
been
like
your
me to
worst
deploy?
nightmare.
Yeah.
Landing gear
What did
deployed.
you do to piss off Elite?
Landing gear deployed.
there's so much crap in this area here. I'm just gonna step out.
They had so much to talk about on the Super Cruise news that Zach didn't even hardly get to go and play in the game. He did some kind of courier mission or something. But I mean, they talked basically meat and bones, and well, they had their calendar and their commander snapshots and stuff. But I think that interview was almost like 45 minutes long with Tom. I think that was his name, Tom.
Okay. Wow. Yes, that's a pretty long interview.
So they finally did one of the things they've been promising to do.
Well, actually, the FDevs, yeah, I'd like to hear from them, but they're kind of like accountants. If you don't know their language or what the hell they're talking about, you don't understand all the words that they say, because they're talking on a scientific level or a theory level that most people don't grasp.
Right.
But this dude they had on there today basically kept it in layman's terms.
Okay.
You could understand it,
Retract
and
landing
you could
here.
see his love and passion for the game. You could see his
Retract
eyes
landing
light
gear.
up when he was talking about
Landing gear retracted.
the game
Yeah.
and how it was coming, how it was coming together. He said, and Zach asked him, if you had an unlimited budget, the people to do it, what would you like to see come to Elite? And he said, I'd like us to tackle Earth, where we could actually land, walk around, and take tours and stuff. But he says the mechanics and the modeling and he said, I'm sure that we could come up with a pretty good idea to make Earth look like 3308 and keep some of the history and stuff. But he said you'd have to have a huge unlimited budget.
Uh-huh.
That would be
So
completely crafted.
that's telling me this guy Tom, first of all, he's a dedicated developer. Second of all, being able to come out of dev speak or out of programmer speak and talk in human terms about what things need to happen tells me he's an extremely senior developer, because you don't get that talent until you've been in it at least 25 years.
Unless you learn from the grassroots up and you learn not to use the terminology all the time.
No, even then,
Boy
because
that self-taught and really didn't get he learned a long time ago, if you want to talk to your friends, you're going to have to talk in layman's terms, not the professor at the college's terms.
right, but to bring a lot of those concepts into layman's terms, you have to understand it at a level that it takes years to get to.
Unless you're an avid gamer and you can associate, differentiate, that word.
Yeah.
Differentiate. Yeah, that was a But anyways, yeah, you could tell he was passionate when he was talking about the on-fit mission that he created or helped create. You could see his eyes sparkle, and he had a grin on his face, and he's just so into telling you, and he says, can you give anybody pointers that kind of a hint how to make their mission successful? He said, yeah, don't go in there with anything that ain't engineered. He said, we've had challenges and we've had people come and help us test it and stuff, and he said out of all their testers, they had one went in there with a grade 1 suit and grade 1 weapons, and he lasted a long time. And he said the term was lasted a long time.
What's a long time? 10 seconds?
But didn't finish.
Probably running all over the place.
Well, it was the aggressiveness of these, I think he called them Omnipol.
Okay.
They're like police.
Yeah.
They're tougher than, I would say that they would. He's talking about it. Remember the Black Ops we fall into, and they were mean little boogers. Well, I think these
are
police,
tougher.
yeah. Well, you know, you had your black ops in the ships. Remember,
Yep.
they'd hand you your button to you if you you wasn't careful.
Mm-hmm.
And I think these boys are that. And he said it's just like a real wave. If a police are protecting it, you know, if you knock down the next one wave, the next wave comes in and they're stronger, more
Uh-huh.
powerful. And then the next wave comes in, they're a little bit more strong because they're trying to protect this. And he said, you know, as you complete the waves of enemies, they don't get weaker, they get stronger.
Oh,
And he
cool.
said you got to protect your people on your side because if you don't help protect your people on your side, well then you
Yeah.
just got all of them.
They'll
And he
just
said,
pick you out.
yeah, he said that he would recommend you going in as a team.
Mm-hmm.
He said we're trying to get team play.
Yeah.
And he said the words that I knew he was. Remember when I told you that it's like they're driving us this way?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you know, if we see people who's not, you know, who don't want to pick up a gun to go here, he said we figure out a way to have to kind of push them in that direction just so that they'll try out the game. And he said sometimes you get them where, oh yeah, this wasn't as bad as what I thought, and they continue on with gameplay. And then he said you have the ones that throw the gun down, jump in the ship, go 10,000 light years out and say no way.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, I told you I felt like we were being herded or drove in a direction.
Yeah.
He just confirmed it. Yeah, they did.
All right, let's go pick up another area because this is obviously not working. Was definition of crazy. He's doing the same thing
That's
over and
weird,
over again
kid.
and expecting a different result. So let's go some
not
other
getting
type
it.
of area. But in the meantime, I'm
think
going to go flying fast down this mountain.
I've done it.
Remember, if you crash, you lose your stuff.
Yeah.
Don't be a mindless tort and
Yeah.
lose all that hard work.
Yeah. You are correct. All right, going for space.
I mean, I don't know how many dollars worth of
A lot.
credits worth of stuff on there.
A lot. I haven't been back to the ship in a while.
Well, it don't matter. You can't get rid of your Xeno.
Well, that's true, and I've got a lot of Xeno on here.
Right. You don't have
Matter of
to-
fact, it wouldn't be a bad idea to check out your two buddies out there with you
Yeah.
to see if they got a.
No, they haven't been.
Yeah,
The-
Vista.
The other guy's not going back. He's a console.
Oh, okay.
See, you're kind of a catch-22. It doesn't matter if you grab another ship,
Yeah.
you die, it's gone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could fly over to Lego Addictus's carrier, and which is the next one towards Colonia. It's 30,000 light years or so.
30,000
Yeah,
light-
sorry, 9,000, 9,000.
Oh, okay.
30,000 is Colonia.
Yeah.
So I could
Yeah.
fly over to his and dump it there because he just finished his refit run.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you know, I hate for you to sit there and being silly and blow up, and then you're sitting there going, damn, that's a lot of stuff.
You're in the Diamondback, so. Ooh.
Oh, come on, Philip. I've crashed this sucker hard into a planet and walked away from it, but the simple thing is that he hasn't been back. I don't know if he's done any damage, and now he's still at 100%.
Yeah, no, I haven't gone beyond my shields yet in this
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
But you know, anything, you know, even the best commanders have oopses where they lose some of their hull.
Yep.
But you know, he's doing this to make some credits, and he's doing this to make some rank. I hate for it all to be just a waste of effort.
Yeah.
And then he can't come back out here and go back and respawn because. Hey, easy on the ears there, Jamie boy.
It's alright.
Yeah.
What's the headset?
Oh, sounded like you throw this in the damn closet with the silverware.
Now, which area do I go into over here? Let's pick this sort of area here and try this next.
Yeah, I just don't think they got it right.
Yeah.
Mixed up the colors. I'm going to another planet, I'll tell you. I think they messed the colors up. And I haven't messed with any of my color settings, so it should be the same.
Well, the file I found in this system was right. The color filters were correct.
Your definition of my color I'm talking about could be 3 different shades off, so. And men are the world's worst on seeing a shade of green, because they're actually just a tad bit colorblind when it comes to the shades of green.
That is
And I didn't say that. The physical doctor said that.
Where did she get this from?
Oh, I've seen that. I saw that same scientific special.
I didn't
Oh,
see
yeah.
a scientific special. I had my son go through a colorblind test, and the doctor that was giving the test said it's a normal fact that men are weaker on greens.
The men are weaker on greens. They're weaker on reds. They're weaker on just about every color definition except grays.
So, Philip, stick your comment in your ass, because most generally if I say something, I can prove it with an authentic article or by a doctor.
Yeah, and there's actually tests you can do to see how good you are. I'm actually better. Ooh, what are you? Oh, you're a boop. You're a boop. Hi, I haven't seen anything that's quite like you. There it is.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Now you know what it looks like.
Yep. And not only that, it stands out. So I definitely have not seen this before. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
That's good. But Philip, I don't just take people's word for shit. If you tell me something, first thing I'm gonna do is go look it up, make sure, trust but verify. That's my theories. That's my law.
So there's 15 defined actual shades of red, Philip. Men can only see 5.
About that.
And it's not that it's a defect. It's just that they don't have the concept of that color.
Yep. There are so many shades of them. This is not like purplish red or this, that, the other thing. This is pure red. There are 5 shades that are purely red. Or sorry,
Light somewhere.
yeah, sorry, 15 shades, and men can only see 5 of them.
Or differentiate. I wouldn't
Differentiate.
say they see it, but
Those are brighter bark mounds than I found before.
These are almost these are pretty much exactly the same ones that are in the
and
system
see
next door.
that little crown it's wearing is
Yeah.
a raw material.
Oh,
But I don't know what it is, and you can't tell from the suit.
hi there.
Hey, I never found one with that on top of it.
Then you didn't find no bark mounds because they all.
Or he found ones that were harvested already.
Oh, that's true.
I could harvest them, but I don't really need to. Well, maybe I'll get my SRV out and go harvest that. Since they can be.
Probably have just carbon or iron or
Yeah, maybe I won't spend the time. All right, so I found one pair.
They are a source of raw materials. And you'll see cobble on the side of them, and those ones that look like a damn flat mushroom that grows on the side of trees.
Mm-hmm.
They're on them.
Shelf mushrooms?
Yeah. Some people call them fans. Some people call them leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on what part of the territory you're in.
All right, so that's one there.
Well, you need to go farther away. You're not going to be able to see it.
100 yards is what difference between
100 meters.
100 meters. Yeah.
You should be able to stand on top of your ship and see the next one.
Well, provided there's one within 100 meters.
Right.
But that's
I'm
why
just
I'm
saying,
sort of.
they're not that far apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I'm in a territory that's spawning them.
What?
Okay,
Now
now here's your question. Be sure to kind of when you get done with your third one,
Yeah.
raise up there and see what kind of terrain they were located on.
There's kind of moderate hills. Is
Okay.
where this guy
So me
is.
telling you to go to the hills was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It's wrong set of hills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
yeah, I could land my ship on this
Well-
ridge in front of you and then jump and boost upward and look around.
Philip. 0.96 Gs.
You're not gonna go nowhere.
I don't get very far. I get like 10 meters up from the ship. That's it.
Philip, you know, before you ask him questions and shit like that, always look at his monitor, because the first thing that I always look at is how high off the ground he is, and then the gravity.
Oh, I know why things are not showing up. Retract landing gear. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear.
Why
Landing
does
gear
having your
retracted.
landing gear out or down
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
stop?
It helps me better position the dot to make it go boop.
Oh. What?
It's
I never pull my landing gears up.
okay.
Me either.
It stabilizes your nose where it don't wobble so much.
No, I haven't had much trouble with that. But
You're on a heavy gravity, you probably won't, but one that don't have very much gravity, you will.
Yeah. Low gravity with the strong magnetic field. That goes shaking all over the place.
And I just learned that. Where did I learn that? By accident, actually. No. I learned that from some commander. Who?
uh,
I can't remember. He was using it for a totally different thing, though. He was flying around asteroids and looking at them for some reason. And his nose kept weaving. And so he just put his landing gears out. His nose stopped.
okay. Oh, there's another one. Deploy landing gear.
Landing
Well,
gear
once you
deployed.
find them, they shouldn't be that hard to get your through, you know.
Yeah.
Once you get an idea of where they're, you know,
Landing gear.
the terrain and I wish you'd have looked in your interaction, your transaction, see how much you had in credits in there to kind of give you an idea of what them puppies paid.
Oh, okay.
But it's too late now because you already scanned the first one.
Okay. I didn't realize there was anything over here.
Yeah, your transaction tells you how many credits you got for your decode access and discoveries and stuff.
Okay.
It don't give you the total value of the plants and stuff. But if you got like 1 million or 2 over there, you got a lot of Vista.
Where are you? You're right here somewhere. I think you were were you in front of me or behind me?
Yeah, I think he's right in the front of your nose. I guess I was looking at your landing gear.
He's around here somewhere. I just don't remember if it was in front or behind. I think it was behind me.
The left side. Where you were looking to land. All failed. Shoot out your pulse.
That's what I'm doing. Oh, jeez. Hi.
What?
Yeah, it was just on the other side of the ship from where I was.
No.
Boom. Hello, Boom. Aren't you pretty green?
It's the greatest sound in the world.
It's the sound of money. 2 of 3.
I talked to Cam this morning, and that system that I've been in for the last 2 days, well, he made it over there guess, this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And he only got a couple of planets done, and he's still there.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Yo, you'll be there for a week, because you don't have the 3 or 4 hours."
Mm.
I said, "There's a lot of them there." And what is yours thing said? 107,000.
457,000, you mean?
Yeah. Well, when you did it before, I just caught the glimpse of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
107,000. It's probably about 8%, 10% rank, depending on how many of it was, first discovery, first,
Yeah.
all that stuff. But sorry to say, the higher up you go,
The harder it gets, yeah.
yeah, you can do 5 or 6 systems and get 57,000.
Come on, where are you?
Oh, and I haven't talked to Cam in since Monday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We get on there no more and start our conversation. And I've been doing this out here in the Palladius sector for, I don't know, last 4 or 5 days looking.
Yeah.
And I got hyper interdicted first right off the bat by a damn Cyclops and Basilisk. And I was like, I'm not talking to you no more, Cam.
Aha! Here's a colony this time! Instead of just
See,
a couple
that's
individuals.
what they were supposed to be in.
Yeah. So let's go.
So those right there like that shouldn't have been no problem to find.
Yeah. Deploy landing gear.
That's
The landing gear is already deployed.
Is
Would
it?
you like me to retract it?
Oh no, that's okay. It's deployed. I'd like to land, thank you.
down, please.
There we go. Woohoo!
Well, you persevered.
I found some.
Yep.
Hello, my pretties. Well, you ain't that pretty.
Now make it to a vista in one piece.
Yeah. There isn't one anywhere near me right now. I'll probably, well,
And
Just be careful.
you
If you
can
just
start
common
by-
sense and be careful, you won't have no problem.
yeah.
You can
I've
start
retracted
by
the
not
landing.
flying that low to the ground.
Deploy landing gear.
Jesus Christ.
Landing gear deployed.
That close to the ground and he scruffs his belly is not doing any damage except dimming his shields.
Yeah, but
Yep.
but when you're going over mountains and stuff,
Gotta slow
flying
down a
that
little.
low, you're going to risk.
Well, that's why I was going 30 feet over the ground when I was going over the mountains instead of 5.
He'll be okay. Just to boost into something.
Yeah.
He's not going to go fast enough to do that much damage.
System map.
He may take a couple of percentages of haul out, but his carrier's close enough he can go back and fix that.
Okay, next planet. Still, although this is, I only have one more landable in this system.
I think it's only got one.
I don't know what the next one
No,
has.
no, I'll take that back. 4 was a day and a half ago.
Yep.
I don't know what you got to say.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
I don't know what I've got this time either because I haven't scanned
Well,
this one
I
yet.
think you probably went to a different system then.
Oh yeah, that was 7 and 8 were on the last system before this. Each of those had 4, And the first day it took forever for me to find the first one, and all 4 were at the same spot. So I just
the
literally.
longer you do this, the more it'll aha moments.
Mm-hmm.
Aha, that's what they look like, or aha, that's where they're located at.
Yep.
And the longer you do it, the faster you'll do it. Now you do have your stubborn one, like that that bark mound. But
Yep.
most generally, once you get where they're located, how far apart they are,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it all goes faster.
Yeah. So that one was, and the second planet from that system, there were also 4. I went down into one spot, had 3, and then it took me a half an hour to find the last one.
That happens.
Yep.
But it's like in real life, if you've ever gone out and hunted for different plants and stuff,
Yeah.
you
We used to
all
have
the
an.
stuff that you need, and then the next thing you know, the other one is like you're hunting all day, going here, there, and yonder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Now, I'm gonna pick up a word that Philip used to use. That's unusual.
What's that?
I got 2 biologies on a ring planet.
It is. And
Okay, that's an odd combination. All right.
I mean, yeah, I've had bios, but in the
Well-
back of my head, I don't think I ever had them on a ring planet.
yeah.
Ah, well, that's interesting. I'm sure there are others,
Icy
but that's.
world composed of mainly, yeah, it's an ice ring planet. It's landable with
With an
atmosphere.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
That's a really weird. Well,
Yeah.
that's a different combination. I won't say it's rare.
but it's just
I
one
won't-
you haven't come into yet.
Yeah, I won't say it's rare, but I'll say it's unusual for me. I mean, I've seen them where they are landable, but
Well, you've seen them with their landable
Yeah.
with landable with bios, but then atmosphere and ring.
Yeah.
yeah.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Uh-oh, the planet
Also
didn't
has
change.
a bio.
The planet didn't change color. Oh well.
Are you in combat?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Did
There.
it say it had bios on
No.
it?
Has no bios. Has no geos.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And just a quick touchdown and back to work.
Yep.
All them non-human signal sources blurred.
So just pick somewhere to land, get out, touch down, and maybe I can actually finish the system tonight because the last 2 planets are not landable.
One small step for
Orbital flight
man,
engaged.
one giant step for mankind.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm going to step out on this moon. Yep. It's even a moon.
That's like me and Anthony said, we were talking about, we would have even have settled for just having an elevator that you popped into to get in your ship, than that little blue tunnel.
Yeah.
And I said, if you really want to know, if you look at the front end of the cutter, the stairs
Mm-hmm.
are not in the same. I said you'd have to be a giant to step up on those stairs.
Yeah, they're kinda
their
odd.
Differential of size is off severely.
Yeah.
I said, hell, even if they made it like a one of them, what do they call that?
Escalator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would work if they made it into an escalator.
But
Yeah.
the cutter stairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
size differential scale, or whatever you want to call it, is so far off on the front end of the cutter as far as the stairs to get to the door. And it's like I said,
Deploy
have a
landing gear.
button you push, or your
Landing gear
interact
deployed.
F, you get to go up the stairs.
Yep.
I said we go up the stairs in the stations all the time. Shouldn't have been that deal, except when the ships were built. They didn't have the mechanic in place.
No, but well, whatever.
Depending on how it was written, how the model was baked, they may not be able to do it without rebuilding the cutter. Because in 3D Max, once you put a model together and you put the animations and stuff to it, you bake it. And if you want to change it, you make sure your animation is perfect before you bake it, because if you bake it, you got to make the model all over again.
Mm. Oh, that's right too. Back in the ship. I can't get first on this one.
Why not?
Because somebody already did.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
I thought this was not discovered system.
No.
Undiscovered
landing gear.
trace.
Landing gear retracted.
But I'm the first to get that particular instance of that plant.
Yeah.
Because, or at least they haven't turned it in yet, because there's no indication that that plant is on this system. Oh, then again, it's a bark.
Bark mount?
Now, bark mount doesn't register anyway, so who knows? System map. All right, 3 more planets. Yes, I hear you. Shush. 3 more unlandable planets to fly to and map.
Okay, and on that ring planet, it's bacterian Foncula?
Yeah.
Fontica,
Fonticula.
Yeah.
Fonticula. Fonticula.
So, and we got hot spots. Bromelite. Wasn't one of our little commanders looking for bromelite?
Probably.
It's a while ago. But I found them, I mined them.
Someone needed him to unlock an engineer.
Yes.
I think both you and Hans needed them. And I think you both got them over a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
I was just saying that there's a hot spot.
Ah.
Okay. But this is a ring planet and it does have biomes, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
I find that weird though. It's an icy ring and no low temp diamonds, just alexandrite.
Really?
Bromelite.
No temp diamonds? Okay.
There's
No.
lots of things that grow in the icy rings. We only had 2.
Huh.
Pretty good set of rings too. Okay.
Our generator was not that kind to those rings.
Yeah. I'm on a mud planet.
Mud planet.
There isn't even any dirt, it's just a pile of mud. Just a ball of mud, some higher
You got
beams
one of them that if you do
together.
find bacteria, it's gonna be a bitch because it's gonna be the same color as mud.
No bios on this.
Oh, you're
There's
lucky.
only one bio in the system, bacteria, and I scanned that already. It's like the first planet.
Well, you lucked out then.
Those were easy bacteria to find too.
Oh, you
It
would
wouldn't be
have
on
you would have
the planet
laughed
you're
at
on.
you would have laughed at the ones. I thought I was going to have a really hard time on that last planet with the bacteria.
Okay.
It was bright white lace.
Yeah. So now you understand why I say look for the doily pattern.
Yeah.
If you get that pattern concept in your brain, you can kind of fly, and you can kind of see it, and it's like, oh, there it is.
I got up to about 300 feet, and I could see patches just
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it is good exercise. I mean, you program your brain to look for the pattern. Luckily for us, the
Surface scanned by
FDevs made
50%.
everything render
Surface
about the
scan
same.
complete.
Yep.
So yeah, you may find round bacteria small, but it all has the same
System map.
criteria as patterns in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you can just find the outline, then
I actually found a different pattern.
Oh, there's several different patterns within
there's
the
like the one
doily.
that looks like particle board,
Yeah.
and there's the one that has lines running through it. But the outside pattern of the
Oh
bacteria
yeah,
is what
yeah,
I'm
that
It's
talking
stands
about.
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a doily.
It's yeah.
Yeah, it's a doily or a lace. Yeah, lace doily. Its
It's
intricate loops and stuff around it is a constant. But there are some that they got them, and there are some that's just like right underneath the ground. You can bloop it and make it bloop, but you can't see it. But you can go over and scan it. But when you're standing there scanning it, it's not above ground.
Haven't run into that yet. Not looking forward to that yet.
Oh, it was a witch. It's like
Mm.
you're blooping, you're here somewhere.
There's another reason you don't want to be doing this in an anaconda. You know, you sit down right next to it, and you got to run the length of the anaconda to find out where the heck it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the canda's huge.
That's the reason why I just use the Diamondback. It's short,
Mm-hmm.
you can land it anywhere, and it's not that far of a run.
Bunch of places I was in the past couple of days, there was no way you were landing an anaconda there.
Yeah.
And there was no way of driving an SRV up the mountains. You had to have the only way to get it was a small ship.
And you could have walked up there, but it took you forever and a day.
And you would have used your air packs. Drive as far, park way away, drive up with your SRV as far as you can go, jump up there, use an air pack, jump back.
Yeah.
Yeah, small ship's the only way to go on this.
And a Diamondback is pretty durable. I mean, it sucks on having, cargo or stuff.
Yeah.
Well, but I've bounced it off enough stuff.
Yeah. That's like I said, I got hyper interjected first thing this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I put my neutralizer, my field neutralizer, on the secondary button. And I put my Xenoscanner on the primary button. Just like when you go in the systems and you honk.
Yep.
It's on the same button. So when they hyper interdicted me, I listened to them for it to say, energy surge detected, and counted 1, 2, 3, and hit the button. And they didn't shut me down. And then I swiveled around there and scanned their ass. Repaid them the favor. Then when they left, I got their damn wake, and it's like, okay, mess with me, bud.
Much?
I'm prepared. I got you. But they just looked at me. Now they did send a swarm out, but swarm all it did was circle the basilisk. It didn't attack. It just sitting there circling it.
If you
Right.
don't do anything to them.
8 probes. Okay.
That's pretty big.
Well, we'll fire 3 probes.
that's got bios on it, it's gonna be a long travel around to 'em.
Not landable.
Oh, well, ain't you lucky?
Mhm.
Boo. I love that. Boo. Especially when it's the last one you need.
Surface scanned.
We got
by
one more of that guy over there.
50%.
This
Go
will
over here
be
to-
the last planet to scan. And
No,
then to the
I gotta
next-
scan that one over there.
No,
think-
I mean mine.
Huh.
Then I have to go to the next star because there's a secondary star with a bunch of
Surface scan
planets under it.
complete.
Hey, Phil,
Yep,
System
how
map.
long have I been on this channel?
a while. Why?
Right. And until I found the planet with the icy rings on it. Did you ever hear me talk about what I was doing?
I do have an issue with people.
Not with people. I have no problem with Mr. Trace or anybody else. You keep saying the same shit. I mean, I can almost predict
Why?
what you're gonna say from the point you start. It's you.
It's the
Everything's
first
rare.
What did I say that's rare? Say I need to move to this secondary star to get more planets. What's odd about that?
What's odd
What's
is
your issue about it?
my issue is we're listening to Trace do his thingy bobber. We don't need to hear your shit too.
There's a bunch of people in the chat. I mean, what can I say?
They can't see your fucking screen. You could be looking at a toilet flush and they wouldn't have no idea.
Yeah?
No loop, no loop, no loop, no loop. No loop.
That's a big ice ball.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the day that you sit there and tell me, I'm going to the bathroom and I'm going to use Charmin and I'm going to pull strips off, wrap it around my hand, wipe my
What can
ass.
I say? I'm exploring. I'm gonna point out what I see. Okay?
We can't see shit.
That's why I'm saying it.
Well,
That's
if
the whole
anybody's
point
listened
of
to
me
this channel
saying
for 2 years knows not to believe everything that comes out of your mouth because you're usually wrong.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Oh, okay, fine. Alrighty then, let's pull aiming a little away from. Actually, it doesn't matter which direction I'm aiming. Alrighty. I am out of time for the evening, so guess I'm going to leave things here. We've completed this system, found the damn barks.
That was challenging.
Yes, it took me half of last night and over half of tonight.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I was just under the assumption you had just.
Oh no,
You started that at the beginning of last night.
actually,
Wow.
yeah, 15 minutes into last night. So I spent an hour and 45 minutes last night trying to find the barks.
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
over an hour tonight trying to find the barks. So, yeah,
You proved that what is it?
perseverance. Yep.
Yeah, pays off.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, no, it's not gonna pay off because it's not worth it.
He achieved what he set
I-
out to do.
yeah.
Find the bark
I
mounds.
know. I'm just making
The
a
the
jab at it.
Yeah,
That's the reason why.
the credits are secondary. I wanted those barks.
Yeah.
So I got them because, Philip, those are actually a different bark than the one 2 systems away.
Yeah.
So I'm the first
Yeah.
to
And
scan
he
them.
got 50,000 credit discovery for it. That's a ton of tritium.
Yeah. So it was worth
The
it.
deal is Mr. Tracy Majestus set his mind out, I'm going to find them bark mounds. And
Well,
even though it took so long, and at times probably was boring. I don't know. I wasn't there last night.
Oh no, it definitely was
kept
not
on.
boring.
He
nope.
kept on and he kept on and he kept on till he found it. You, on the other hand, would have gave up and went to another planet or another system. He continued on until he found what he had set out to do.
There's been biles I stayed, and it took me like all night just to find.
There's been lots of times I heard you say, "Oh, screw it, I'm moving."
Yeah, it's just plain bacteria.
Oh no, there's no such thing as plain bacteria. No, 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 no. There's fuchsia, there's pearl, there's pink, cyan, green,
And there's
mauve.
some pretty expensive bacteria that you get 300,000 and 400,000 for.
Mm,
So
But
I'm
see, you just say, "Ah, it's just bacteria." No,
not necessarily. Anyway, yeah, I'm out of time for tonight. I got to get to bed because it is a work night. So at this point, I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. It was great having you all along. Hans and Tom, thank you for joining us in the stream chat. James, Lynn, and Philip, thank you for joining me in the voice chat. It's great having you guys along as always. So, success for the night. We have found the barks. We have completed the system. So tomorrow night we will be on a new system and hopefully finding more stuff. So, yeah, we're out of time for tonight. That's all for now. This is Rice for Justice signing out.